Happy Wednesday to you, family and friends. I pray that this video finds you well. It is yours truly, and I'm out walking, just finished walking the approximately 7 miles of the southern border, praying over Frisco, and yet I will tell you that my heart is, though it is here for our region, my heart is also in Israel, as one of my dear friends, my closest friends, who is in Haifa, was in he and his family had to go to a shelter this morning for sirens going off. They are well, their hearts are secure in the Lord, but my heart is with them this morning as I pray, but walking our borders, that the Lord would have his way and have his exaltation and glory here within our region. And I just wanted to take a quick moment to encourage you. There is a man by the name of Daniel Nash. I don't know if you know him or have heard of him. I know that Corey Russell speaks frequently of him, so much so he even named his son, who went home to be with the Lord several years ago, Nash. But he speaks of the Nasherites raising up a prayer movement for him. But Daniel Nash, if you're unaware, was the personal intercessor of the great evangelist Charles Finney in the late 17 and early 1800s. And Charles Finney was a man who carried great glory and great power upon his life. And he had a personal intercessor. Daniel Nash is his name. There were mighty miracles. Charles Finney, when he went places, people, just by his mere presence, would fall under the presence of God, into trances and visions because of the glory that he carried upon his life. And yet he had a secret weapon, and his name was Daniel Nash. He would secretly or silently go into regions where Charles Finney would hold meetings and campaigns, and he would go in 3 days ahead of time, and he would spend time in prayer over the region, no one knowing. And so much so that even after Charles Finney arrived to take part in the meeting, Daniel Nash would not go to the meetings, but he would remain where he was in prayer. See, there are more things that we can accomplish in prayer than we can by our own works any day of the week. Daniel Nash was a secret weapon. There were people who gave stories that they would host him and another gentleman who went with him. I believe his last name was Clary. And one woman said that for 3 days they hadn't eaten, and she heard groans coming out of the cellar where they were. And when Charles Finney arrived, she said, "I don't know if they're okay, but would you check on them?" And he said, "They're fine. They're travailing in the spirit." We can accomplish more in the spirit realm, in prayer, than we can by our own works. Oftentimes we want to do the thing which God has promised us or told us we have been called to in our own strength, watching what someone else has done and imitating or emulating what they have done without first having gone into the secret place of prayer. We want to derive and take hold of the pulpit without first having built an altar unto the Lord our God. So I want to encourage us today that if we want to fully step into what the Lord has for us, if we want to step into all that he has promised us, let's first step into and create altars of prayer for him. Let's step into the secret realm and the secret places of prayer, that we might access all that he has for us in the realm of the Spirit. This land that I walk shall be his. For as he promised Joshua, that wherever your foot shall tread, I have given you. May it be said over my life, over my family's life, over our ministry life, and may it be said over your life that wherever your foot shall tread, all that He has promised you will come into fruition. Well, God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Walk and pray that you might possess what the Lord has promised you. We'll see you.